Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Let's get ready to get some work done. Some stocks moving around today. DRPO, what a move. Umberto, swing trade moderator over at the daytraderchatroom.com, nailed that one. Nice job, man. I see you took profits at $3.43 at 7:58 a.m. Oh, you should have held on just a little bit longer. 8 a.m. More brokers open. You usually get more pops. So, but nice. I think you actually almost top ticked it, dude. Heck yeah, congrats. 200-day moving average. Yep, couldn't have done it any better. Nicely done, man. Let me write to him over here. Huge congrats. Nice target. 200-day MA tested. All right, guys. So, whoa, look at that. See that? Did you see that drop all the way back down here to 290? Somebody must have put out a sell order with some major slippage. All right, guys. So let me put out a quick tweet here, let everybody know we're live. Just get a little info out there, and then we'll start getting into today. Start getting your charts ready that you want me to look over, and any questions you might have. Massive move on DPRO. All right. How is everybody doing today so far? Morning Joy, Monarchy, what's going on, guys? How did you do yesterday? You did great. Awesome, man. Glad to hear it. We hit up NRSN yesterday. Took an L, took a couple of L's though on Boeing yesterday. Went after it short twice. Yesterday I went after Boeing short twice, man. It got me both times. I got short the actual stock itself here. We pop over VWAP. I got stopped out. And then I tried to get short, but there was no more shorts available on Charles Schwab, which is weird. I got a sign that said not enough shares to short. And I was only trying to short 250 shares. Then here on this VWAP rejection, I got puts. I got the I think it was the 175 puts. And, you know, I was looking to get back down here to the lows. Never did. Got stopped out again. And then that's it. And after that, I traded NRSN. NRSN got long. Took some profits. Stopped out the rest. Down here, under 6, I think it was. Yeah, like around 580 something, I think it was. So a little, you know, an entry, some profit off, stopped out the rest. And then later on during lunch, it went Wild mover. Definitely one to keep on watch today. All right. So what do you guys have that you want me to look at for you today? We have BABA increased its share buyback program to 25 billion, the largest ever for the China-based e-commerce giant. The move follows a slump in the stock price on regulatory and growth concerns. That's a big move here on BABA. Another big move from 103 all the way to 112. Hitting that 50-day moving average though. That's going to be a tough zone on this one. I'd be concerned that 50-day isn't gonna break. Let me start getting ready because we're going to put this one on the list. So BABA with increase in share buyback program. Watching the 50-day MA to hold resistance. But if it breaks and holds, could have room towards, let's say it could have room towards that 100-day moving average. Around 125, 126. $125 area. Yeah, we'll definitely keep BABA on watch, that's for sure. Joel, you want me to look at AMD for you? Sure thing. So AMD setting up here for a death cross. You have clear resistance at the 50-day moving average. It has been for some time. Right there. Right here. And now again. And now not only do we have the 50-day, but we have the 200-day. And it's all converging there into one little price area around that 116 zone. If that area continues to become resistance, you could see this start to maybe get that death cross, 50-day crossing down and under the 200-day. And you could get the stock maybe to come back down to 100. AMD watching the 50-day MA to continue to hold resistance. We could get a death cross here and a fade back down towards $100 area in the coming days. Yeah, so that's what I would watch on AMD. Nvidia was wildly strong recently. Wildly strong. Clean up the chart here. That's such a huge move by Nvidia. Look at that, man. Are you kidding me? From 213 to 267. Wow. Now you're up here. Previous resistance. The 100-day moving average. Previous support zone. Resistance back here. So this is an important level on Nvidia. If it cannot get up and over that level, you could see it fade back down here towards the 50-day moving average around 245. So if it cannot break above 270 and hold, maybe a fade back down. Nvidia, if it cannot break up and over 270 and hold, we might see a multi-day fade back down towards 250. That's if it doesn't do it all in one day, of course. Hey guys, do me a quick favor. We got 14 people watching the live stream, but only 3 likes. Help me out there. Hit that like button so that the YouTube algorithm decides to push the stream up some. Come on, we could do better than that. 5 likes, 14 people watching. Help me out there. Slap that like button if you enjoy this information. And you must enjoy this information because we're here together every day. So far, BA, AMD, NVIDIA, all definitely being kept on watch here. What else do we got? I'm not sure what those... Joy, I'm not sure what those signs are. Yeah, $! Exclamation point at parentheses. Dwayne, good morning. Glad to have you on here, man. All right, guys, do you have any other tickers you want me to take a look at for you? SPY? Yep, of course. We'll get to the SPY. LNG. And you had that 140 area, might be a little level of resistance there. And then, of course, you got these all-time highs up here in the 144 zone. Yeah, like right now, I'd watch at least these 132s. See if that continues to hold support. It's been resistance in here recently. Turned into support yesterday. Maybe it holds support before making, you know, a little move here towards 144. You can keep that on watch. Let's see here, DPRO. Okay, so there it is. So DPRO receives order for critical life-saving drones from revived soldiers Ukraine for immediate deployment to Ukraine. That's why DPRO has made such a big move today. Look at this thing. That's a monster move. It's unfortunate in a way that it's already gone all the way to the 200-day moving average. That's a huge move in itself already. Some levels to possibly watch on this one are going to be about these 230s. 230s, 250s maybe. About 260. So that's going to be a levels to watch there for sure on DPRO. Let's see here. So DPRO. Order for life-saving drones to Ukraine. Watching the 260 area for support. Could have room towards 200-day MA. Is it about 240, 250? Mid 230s actually. Sorry, 330s. Mid 330s. That one's definitely one to watch today for sure. Yep, Mike, DPRO. We just did that one right now. So yeah, I'll be watching these areas right here, 230s, 260s, and that 200-day moving average as a target. I think above that, you probably have room here like $4, and that'll probably be a very strong resistance zone. See all these $4 resistance? If we get over $4 and then that becomes support, oh man, we got room here. We have a gap to fill, basically to 5. So that'll be the next level there. So this thing has some potential. This thing has some potential. If it can get over 4, it has a gap to fill to 5. Yep, so that'll be what I'll watch on DPRO, and it'll probably be one of the main ones I'm watching today. Hopefully it doesn't pull an what was it, NSRN? NRSN? Hopefully it doesn't pull an NRSN and just go straight up off the bell. Look at this thing, are you kidding me? That's what it did yesterday. The whole time waiting for a pullback, never came. Just, you know, just continued going. It was crazy. It was a wild one for sure. Then you started to bull flag here, and then that one gave up. And then it went during lunch. And then it gave up a little bit here. This one's one to definitely keep on watch today for some continuation. For sure. So NRSN, watching for continuation. And then what I'll watch, since we're under 6 now, watch and see if we can creep down here to 470s. Watching the 470 area for support, previous all-time high. Or a reclaim and hold of 6. Or a reclaim and hold of 6. You can see yesterday $6 was a very strong level for a while. Like it held well here, and it held all throughout in here. So this was a decent level. And even in after hours or pre-market, was this pre-market today? Yeah, it's pre-market today, 4:42 a.m. You can see that $6 holding. It finally gave up now, so you would expect it to what? Become a level of resistance, which so far it is. So that way, if it comes all the way back down here to 471, it'll test, or 470 area, it'll test this previous all-time high. And that'll be what I'll watch for on NRSN. So right now, BABA, AMD, NVIDIA, DRPO, NRSN. Good watch list already, guys. We're finally getting some nice movers. All right, what tickers do you guys have there you want me to take a look at for you? Guys, don't forget, tonight at midnight, this 40% off goes away. 40% off DTC Lite goes away. All right, so BABA, AMD, NVIDIA, DRPO, NRSN. What was it that Joy, was it Joy? Joy, you asked about the SPY. Let me take a look at that one here. We'll bring it up now in a second. So the SPY, I'm still watching for this 200-day moving average to hold resistance. It held resistance yesterday. What did I say yesterday? Watch for the 50-day and the 200-day to kind of like just start squeezing the SPY there. Watching now the same thing, 200-day, seeing if that can hold resistance and see if we can get a crack on the SPY and we can get back under 400. If we can get back under 400, I think we do something like that. You know, maybe back down here towards 429, 428. Go test that area. See? That's what I think we might get. 200-day rejection, pullback, pullback, pullback into previous support. And then we'll see what happens there. I don't think the SPY just does. I don't think the SPY does that. That's not a high likelihood in my opinion. All right, hope that helps. TRKA, Jose, good morning. Sean, good morning. TRKA. Oh, this one's just getting a quick pop here in pre-market, huh? Must have news as well. TRKA. Yep, 26 minutes ago. So completes transformative acquisition on Converge Direct LLC, adding approximately $300 million in revenue. Man, this chart is just so choppy. That 160 is there. That's, that's resistance right here. Resistance right in here. And the 200-day moving average. Oh, resistance way back here. Support. That 160 level, I'm not going to be interested in this unless we break up and over that. If we break up and over that, then maybe. I'm going to put it on the back burner list just because I don't like the daily chart much. TRKA completes transformative acquisition. Watching for a break and hold of the 200-day MA in the 160 area. Could have room towards, this is like 220, 230s. Yannick, good morning. Mike ALZN, let's check on that. Oh man, we drew this line. When was this? This was December 14th. We drew that line. Man, that was such crazy resistance. Now we're all the way down here. What is this again? ALZN. Doesn't have any news today. Not quite sure why I got this little pop. Pretty light volume, but it definitely has a good pop. Quite a ways away from that $2 zone. That should be some potential resistance. You can watch the 120, see if maybe, but you got that 50-day moving average right above it. It's not something I would play. Maybe if it holds the 50-day, that blue line, if it holds that 50-day moving average here in the 140 zone, 135 zone, yeah, at that point you have some potential room here towards 160 to 180. Jose, MULN. So MULN finally putting in some sort of pullback. I'd be watching MULN to maybe pull back into this 50-day moving average level. Around 220, so 2 to 220, that's what I'd be watching. And if it can do that on low volume and show support here, maybe base out. You see how it based out here before it took off? That's when we were talking about it for the swing trade. So if we can base out similar to that, around $2, I might even look at it for a swing trade. If it can pull back base out in here at $2, I might look at it for a swing trade to see if we can get back up over 3. My stop would be under 2. So that's something to keep on watch there on MULN. All right, you guys got anything else you want me to look at for you? If not, I'll start jumping into some of the news. And then we'll look at some more of the scans. Because right now, the watch list is pretty good. BABA, AMD, NVIDIA, DRPO, NRSN, Backburner, TRKA. Let me see what I have here on MULN on the weekly. Yep, MULN's fine on the weekly, so I'm not going to add it to today's list. Guys, do me a quick favor there. We got 22 people watching the live stream and only 12 likes. Help me out there. Hit that like button. And that helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. There we go. 13 likes. Keep them coming, guys. All right. Let's see what we have here. Stock futures. Stock futures rose Tuesday as Wall Street looked to rebound from a down session while traders weighed Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's latest rate hike comments. Futures on the Dow Jones Industrial Average rose about 140 points, 0.4%. S&P 500 futures added 0.2%. NASDAQ 100 futures were little changed. Wall Street was coming off a volatile session Monday as Powell vowed to make the necessary steps to curb inflation. The Dow on Monday snapped a 5-day winning streak while the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ Composite saw their first down session after 4 consecutive positive days. Less than a week after the Fed chair raised rates for the first time since 2018, Powell on Monday said inflation is much too high and added that rates could increase by a greater magnitude than previously forecast. This is a quote, if we conclude that it is appropriate to move more aggressively by raising federal fund rates by more than 25 basis points at a meeting or meetings, we will do so, said Powell on Monday to the National Association of Business Economics. 1 basis point equates to 0.01%. So remember, that goes right back to what I said last week. I said, guys, watch. When their next meeting rolls around and it's going to be another 25 basis point, watch and see if they don't end up having to raise 50 because, you know, it's not working because it's not going to be working. 25 basis point is nothing. Let me see something here. Okay, so their next meeting is going to be May 3rd and 4th. That's going to be May. That's when I said last week that in May, they'd probably end up having to raise rates by 50 basis points. So unless they start to kind of like say things like that and get the market used to the fact that, hey, it might not be 25 basis points, it might be more. Unless they do that every so often, you might see like a big shock if that were to happen. If on May 4th, they come out and they bust out with like, hey, oh my God, May 4th and all that Star Wars stuff. Can you imagine the memes with Jerome Powell? This is going to be epic. So imagine that, you know, around that time frame, then you end up with 50 basis points in May. So if they don't start to kind of like let the market know little by little, you know, here and there, you might end up with some major shock on that day with a big drop. And that's what I'm thinking. You know, regardless, I would say there will be a big drop. It depends how big, whether or not they can kind of like have that soft landing, you know, little by little, letting the market know, hey, you know, 25 basis point, but it might be 50. If they start doing that, oh my God, all bets are off then. Joey, Tesla, we'll take a look at that one. We'll take a look at that one. All right, so Tesla's still holding. You guys remember this was major resistance. 947, 948, like that whole 950 area was major resistance. Why? Let's scroll back. Let's go back. Look at that. Gap up, support. Support. We break up on over it, make a push, double top on the daily here at all-time highs basically. Pull in, fall underneath it, resistance. And it's been resistance forever at this point. That's what it feels like. And we're right at that level again. If that level can't break and make a move towards 980s, I say that's going to be resistance. We pull back into the 880s again. So Tesla watching the 948 area for resistance for a fade back down towards, and I meant 848, sorry. Oh no, 9. Such a huge range. Yeah, 948, we're fade back down to the 880s. All right, so we got that. Young Ames, Amazon, I'll look at that one for you. Jackie, good morning. What's going on? Ready for another day of making money in the chat room? Amazon. So Amazon has this little resistance here around that whole 320 what is this, 3290 area. It was previously a major level of support. Oh yeah, remember when we traded in this range forever? So I'd expect that level to possibly hold some resistance still. Plus you got the 100-day moving average there and the 200-day just above it. I'd expect that level to hold some resistance for now anyways. Jackie says, yes, definitely. I will be prepared and ready for another green day. Love it, man. That's what's up. Jackie, DTC Pro student, gone through the courses on his way to being DTC Pro certified. Guys, remember DTC Lite, live chat. Live trading, live lessons, and more. This 40% off ends today at midnight. Thanks to you and your support. As always, Jesse. No, man, my pleasure, Jackie. Totally my pleasure. All right, so you guys have any other tickers you want me to take a look at? We got 20 minutes left here, give or take. Otherwise, I'll go through some of the news and maybe we'll end up the stream a little bit early today. Because right now, the watch list, I'd say it's pretty much made up. Let me see something here. Whoa, look at this thing. Does this have some news that just came out? Yeah, 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago. Man, what a move, guys. From 80-something cents to $1.50. Are you kidding me? So this one receives FDA study may proceed letter for pivotal phase 3 clinical trial evaluating LB1148 to accelerate the return of bowel function following abdominal surgery. That is a big move on that thing. You could expect some resistance right around here. Well, right around where we're already seeing resistance. Look at this resistance. Look at this. This is when people tell you, oh, technical analysis doesn't work. What? Look at this. Look at all that resistance. And now coupled with the 100-day moving average, that thing is definitely facing some resistance there right now. It doesn't mean it's not going to go to $2. It could very well. It just means that that's a level to watch because it's been a strong level of resistance. If it breaks up and over that, then, I mean, you really do have room here. 220s, 230s. That is very strong resistance. Great volume. This is beautiful to watch here in real time. Look at this thing go. Look at that volume. Are you kidding me? That is a monster move. From what is this, 87, 83 cents to $1.50? That's huge. This thing's up 86% right now. That is a huge move. That one came right here, right off of the trade idea scans. See it right here, PALI. My trade idea gap scanners. If you're interested in those are scanners I use every day. You get 15% off code right there. That is quite the move on PALI. So we can keep that one on watch. For now, maybe watch and see if it pulls back into like that 110. I mean, if it holds the 120s right now, that'd be really good. Let me show you. Let me erase these circles to clean up the chart a little bit. Right there. You see previously this was a level of support. We broke underneath it. It turned into resistance. So maybe pullbacks into that zone right now could be a potential level to watch. Let's see how that one acts. This is exactly what I do all day live in the room with the team. Let me type in there with them. So that's exactly what I do. I'm actually gonna keep watching this one here. You guys can throw up your questions in chat, but I'm gonna keep watching this one for now. We'll see if it pulls back into those 120s and holds. You got the 38.2 Fibonacci there in that 130 area. So at 120s to the mid 120s to 130 area will be what I'll watch for support. See if it provides a setup there. Joseph, good morning. Real quick, let me take a look at something else. ENSV. I like this daily chart, guys, on ENSV. Let me see if it has any news on it. Still watching PALI here at $1.40. Seeing how if it's going to pull back into those 130 area, 125 zone. No news on ENSV, but this is a nice looking chart here. Because if we can break up and over this level, I think you got yourself a little squeeze here that could take it back into the 8s. So definitely something to keep on watch there. I put it on the back burner list. ENSV watching for the 490 area to break and become support for a move back towards 8. And obviously one would take profits along the way. It's just a good looking daily chart, but it needs to trigger. PALI, guys. Watch and see if this level starts to hold. If that level starts to hold, you could get yourself a little trade there. But it needs to hold. If it doesn't hold, then there's no trade to be had. CH67 guy 1. Good morning. Give you a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Good morning to you. Let's see if this level holds. It was a straight up move. I'm going to get long there at $1.41 with the stop just underneath this level here. About $1.25. See if it wants to give a little push. I don't really trade pre-market much at all. I don't even remember. The last time I traded pre-market was probably months ago. Shoulder. But that is a nice setup there. I'm gonna take a little piece of profit there at 145, just a small piece. Learn candles charts. Yeah, man, you gotta learn it all. Have you gotten my free course yet? Here, let me get you my free course. So like a free starter. Give me 1 second here. Let me try to get that link. Here you go. Free beginner course. Here you go, CH. Free beginner course. Just sitting in this little trade here for now, guys. 8:49 a.m. I got to be getting ready for the Discord at 9. So we got a few minutes here. So if you have anything you want me to look at for you, throw it up in chat. In the meanwhile, I'm just sitting in this small trade here in pre-market, trying to see if we can book a little profit. Already booked a little profit, you know, already booked a little profit. So just to protect myself in case the trade goes against me. We'll see what happens here. CH, it's my pleasure. You can get that little free course there and get you started. So that's a very nice strong bounce on PALI. right here. That's very nice, strong volume bounce. Now the question is, will it continue, or will the volume just disappear? If it just disappears, then well, you know, the rest of the trade gets stopped out. So just sitting here in it for now. But if you guys have any questions or any tickers you want me to look at, throw it up in chat. I'll be happy to do that. While we wait and see what PALI wants to do. Starting to look a little weakish. It is setting up a little bit of a bull flag setup as well. So not only do you have VWAP and the 38.2, the 38.2 Fibonacci level lining up here with that daily level, but you also have a little bit of a bull flag formation. Let's see whether or not it wants to hold it. If it holds it, great. If it doesn't, then I'll stop out the remainder of this and just let it go. All right, guys. So you see how typically these trades that I do based off of patterns, they give you ample opportunity to get in. You know, they're slower movers. They're not, generally speaking, they're not like in and out within 25 seconds. You know, they take a little while to develop. It is a pattern. You know, you have multiple patterns here. You have a pullback into potential support zones based off of the daily, based off of intraday indicators. You analyze the volume. And then you have the chart pattern itself here, which in this case is a little bit of a bull flag setup. So, I mean, you have a number of different things going on here, all converging into one potential setup. Now, if the volume doesn't come back in here, then, you know, this trade will probably fail. What you want to see is you want to see some, whoa, that's not what you want to see because that was weird. Let me get rid of that. What you'd like to see would be something like this, with another candle, with another volume bar like that at least. That would be the ideal scenario here, because that should give us a test of the highs. And then if the volume is big and strong, we might be able to get through them. You know, maybe. But if it does the opposite and just does this, I'll just stop out of the rest. I already booked a little profit, so I'll stop out of the remainder if we break down underneath the 90 MA here. So this is exactly what I do every day, guys, in the chat. What time is it? 8:54. See how the volume has not come back in? That's the problem here. That's why this trade is suffering some. It's kind of lost a lot of hype. See, now we've broken underneath the bull flag, but we still have the previous support here from the 9 AMA and the 38.2 fib, plus the daily level that is at $1.25, $1.26, and those levels are all converged in here. So that's why my stop is underneath that 125 zone. If we break under the $1.25 zone, then that's when I'll stop out of it. Guys, tomorrow, Wednesday, I will not be in, and I won't be back on the live stream on YouTube until Monday. I got to do some family stuff, so I won't be around. I won't be around for a few days. Just a heads up on that. The King, Coles has 3 investment companies bidding for a buyout. Nice. Definitely want to keep on watch then. All right, looks like I'm going to get stopped out on the remainder of this position. Coles. Oh my God, look at that crazy flat top. If this thing ever breaks $65, $64.80, this thing is off to the races. PALI trying desperately to hold on to that daily level. So far, I'm not liking what I'm seeing here because the volume, while small, is increasing as we go lower, and that's not what you want to see. Here, now that we've tapped this 125 area, you'd want to see it just jump right off and get right back up over 130. Otherwise, it's probably going to break down some. The reason being is that you want to see strong support, and strong support generally has strong bounces. And you're not really getting that here. All right, sold out of the remainder of the position there at $1.24. So a little profit booked, a little loss booked. All in all, it's like a wash of a pre-market trade. Okay, so 8:58, guys. I'm going to get going here. Umberto says UPST. Let's go take a look at UPST real quick. UPST has 50-day moving average right here at $1.14. That could be a potential bounce zone, so keep an eye on that as well. All right, guys, so I'm going to get moving. Remember, like I said, tomorrow I won't be streaming, and I won't be here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but I'll be back to it, regular schedule on Monday again, okay? You can hop on over to the Discord, come on by and say hi. 40% off, like I said, ends tonight. So if you're interested in the 40% off, that's going to end tonight. I'll put you the link here one more time before we go. Here you go, 40% off DTC Lite. Remember, with DTC Lite, you're going to get the live trading, the live recaps, the live lessons, live Q&As. You're going to be in the room. You're going to see my charts. You're going to see my scans. You're going to see everything. All right? So you'll have my screen. And it's an all-day thing. It's not like I'm there from, 9, to like 10 o'clock, and then I got to go off to a job. No. I'm self-employed. This is what I do. So I'm there all the way through until 11. At 11, it's not over. We do live recaps and live lessons on the morning, depending on the day's action. At 12, we go to lunch. And then at 2 p.m., I come right back on the mic and we do afternoon scans, okay? Just a heads up. That's what we do there day in and day out. So make sure you take advantage of that 40% off. After the 40%, the next month is just $24.99. It's less than $1 a day. You probably pay more for Netflix, and all you get out of it is no education. All right? So I hope you're having a great morning, a good start to the day. Let's have a killer day and a killer week, team. I'll see you all back on the live stream on Monday if I don't see you over on the Discord. All right, guys? Have a good one out there.